Hey everyone, Shaedow here, and welcome to another Marvel Contest of Champions video. So we're back here in Mystery in the Micro Realms. This is the second variant difficulty that has dropped, and this is the final quest of the second chapter. Now, we're going to take a look here at the active buffs on this node. So the two local ones are Crumbling Armor and Debilitate, and we'll talk about the global nodes in a moment. But a word about the Crumbling Armor. That's going to place an armor break on you if you take too long to attack or land a hit. But if you are running willpower, then that's not a problem, because an armor break doesn't do any damage, but it does trigger willpower. So if you get that armor break on you, you're just going to heal on up. So don't worry about that. This first fight is pretty easy. Gold pool, of course, he has that heal at the end. I recommend maxing out the Despair Mastery. That helps out a lot. You want to go in with someone who does a lot of debuffs. Or, of course, if you have a heal block champion, that works as well. Now, let me talk to you a little bit about the 3 global buffs, because that's going to affect your play style as well as the champions you may choose to bring in here. So the 3 that are the most important, in my opinion, are Particle Protector, Size Matters, and Micro Reflect. So Micro Reflect, you're going to take damage every time you glance an attack. So think of Ant-Man. Every time you glance one of those attacks, you are going to take damage back. Particle Protector gives everyone a glancing ability. It's something like 85% chance to glance your attacks. Alright, so that's a lot of damage back. But we have Size Matters to the rescue. So here's how Size Matters works. If it is a small champion, then heavy attacks from that small champion cannot be glanced. So if you're coming in here with a small champion, you want to do only heavy attacks, or you're going to take a lot of damage. Moving on up, medium, a medium-sized champion, they can do heavy attacks and intercepts. So heavy attacks and intercepts can't be glanced on medium-sized champions. Large champions like Hyperion here, they can do heavy attacks, intercepts, and special attacks. All 3 of those things cannot be glanced. And finally, extra large champions, none of their attacks can be glanced. So if you have extra large champions, they are perfect. You can fight here just like you normally would fight and not have to worry about the glancing. But if you have anyone else, you need to be concerned. All right? So next up here, we're going to take the aggression regeneration path. All right? Now, I have a plan. If you look and see the champions that I brought in here, I had a plan for dealing with aggression regeneration. All right? Now, how that works, in case you guys are unfamiliar, is that the longer you do not hit them, they're going to keep building up stacks of regeneration. And they're going to heal like crazy after a while. So you normally do not want to wait to attack them. So I brought in Void. Now, you know Void has heal reversal. I don't have a 5-star Void, but I was curious. 4-star Void is still a beast, and when you bring him in for his utility, he is more than capable of handling the fight, because the more they heal, the more his heal reversal is going to hurt them, so you're not relying on his direct damage. That's why I felt that this would work. However, because of his size, I'm only firing off heavy attacks to keep him away from me. All right, and you see right there, he's starting to take damage. All right, so a 4-star Void does seem to work. Obviously, if you have a 5-star Void, you want to use your 5-star. But if all you have is a 4-star, he's okay. But there are better options. And you'll see who I mean a little bit later. But as you can see, this 4-star Void is doing pretty well. You don't want to take a lot of block hits because, as you see, I didn't get hit, but look at my health. That's all from those blocked hits. But Void was able to take him down. But look at him. Unless I'm planning on healing him up, I can't use him really anymore. And the fight, it didn't take that long, but it did take a little bit longer than I would have liked. All right, but Void works just fine. Now, here we are, again, Aggression Regeneration, and we're up against Cable. And we're going to use Captain America Infinity War. Now, I don't know if you are familiar with his Awakened ability, but definitely read up on it. But if you have a certain class on your team, it gives him different abilities. All right, so I have a tech on the team, and on parry, I can do a petrify. That petrify is the same petrify that Void can proc. Look at Cable's health. Now, the petrify for Captain America Infinity War is not as strong, but look at that. It's more reliable. This Captain America Infinity War is maxed out. His SIG is maxed out, so I was going to get a petrify every single parry. And after you do about 3 petrifies, they start reversing their health. So that makes Captain America Infinity War very, very good for Aggression Regeneration. And again, Void can work, but I didn't get lucky enough to pull a 5-star Void, so I went ahead and took up this guy here and maxed out his SIG, and I have no regrets whatsoever. Just look at this. That is what you want to do if you have a Captain America Infinity War. And the nice thing about this tactic is that you don't need, ignore that, don't know what happened, just messed up. But anyway, it happens. You can do this with any star level Captain America Infinity War. Obviously, if you try to do this with a 2-star or a 3-star or a 4-star, you're going to have to play a little bit better than you saw me playing just there, or else you're just going to die to all the block damage. But what you want to do is back off, let those stacks of regeneration build up, and then just start parrying, get those petrifies on him, and watch his health just melt. All right, so next up here, I needed to heal him up just a little bit, just for my own peace of mind, in case I mess up again. And we're going to do pretty much the same thing. Now, this Deadpool has his own healing ability. So that's going to add even more to his damage when I finally start parrying him. And it's going to be beautiful. All right, so I did fire off a heavy just to get him away. But the reason that you don't necessarily want to do that, look at the stacks of his regen, and you'll see that every time I hit him, he loses a stack. So I'm actually doing a little bit of a disservice, but I wanted to push him away from me, and it seemed to work out well. The damage that Captain America Infinity War did on his heavy just added, even though I lost a little damage because I was losing stacks of regen, it didn't seem to matter all that much. All right, so next up, we've got Mephisto. Now, Mephisto can be a royal pain. Now, if you have a Red Hulk and he is awakened, then, you know, he needs at least 10 I think 10 or 20 sig levels, and he will not take damage from Mephisto's aura of incineration. If he's not awakened, he will. But otherwise, he is a great option for this Mephisto. So is, of course, Void. But I have this 4-star Void, so I'm taking a lot of block damage. But Void is Incinerate immune. So he is actually a very good counter for Mephisto. But remember, I'm having to fight with mainly heavies. And all I'm trying to do here is hope for the Petrify because it is random. And if you notice, I haven't gotten a Petrify. There we go. I've got 4 different debuffs, no Petrify. This is the worst RNG, and I just went down. I said, you know what? This is ridiculous. So while I do still love Void, he is a bit RNG dependent. But for Mephisto, I felt that he was the perfect counter. Now, if I had gotten those Petrifies early on, then it would have been a different ball game altogether. But with Captain America Infinity War, it's not random. And because my cap is maxed out, it's guaranteed. So all I have to do is avoid that incineration aura. That's the only thing that I was concerned with. You know, let those stacks build up, push him away from me, because I don't want to get trapped in the corner when he does that incineration aura. All right, and then here you go. You see, look at that health. Just melting away. And all I got to do is parry. Just parry, parry, parry. His regen doesn't matter. It stops it. It doesn't reverse it, but it stops it. And just keep parrying. There goes Mephisto. So while Void can work, I am honestly liking Captain America Infinity War over Void if you have him max sig. I like Captain America Infinity War much better for the aggression regeneration. All right, so that was the path. Now we're dealing with the boss. So we still have the regular global nodes, and you've got an unblockable special one. He's got power gain. He's got aspect of evolution. He's just going to be annoying. If you don't know how to fight Yellow Jacket, then this is going to be a very, very tough fight. Even if you do, it can be annoying. So to evade his special one, you don't want to be close to him. And see right there, I'm pretty much dead at this point. So what I was trying to do with Archangel, and it does work, is just get those neurotoxins and look at his health, just going. All right, now here's the nice thing about the neurotoxins. They actually shut down the node. You'll notice that I did not get stunned or anything. So getting those neurotoxins on him, very, very, very good. All right, so his health is just melting away. Archangel, definitely a beast here. All right, so now I want to bait out that special 2. Special 2, much easier to evade than the special 1. The special 1, you need distance. All right, so when you have that special 1 ready, you need to back off, get that distance, and try to bait it out. Sometimes he won't play nicely, and there you go, I just messed up. You know, do as I say, not as I do. So you want to get some distance and then evade it. And normally I don't have a problem evading his special 1 when I keep that in mind. When I don't, that's when I get wrecked. All right, but that was a very good attempt for my first attempt. Remember, this is the first time I am facing this particular boss. And I wasn't sure how well Archangel was going to do, and it turned out he did very, very well. So now what I want to do is just go through all of my champions. And again, I'm not really going for a one-shot. I just want to use as little resources as possible. So Archangel, at this point, I know that I can get this guy down with a revive on Archangel if I need to. Now, you saw that I was able to evade that special one there. I had some distance. I let his passive power build up, fired off that special 3. Now I've got 3 celestial charges on me. And that right there, if you've seen my other videos, you'll know what happened there, why I was getting hit. I forgot about the bug. I hope Kabam fixes it. And I was touching the screen. I was blocking during the special 3. And when you do that, there's a current bug where you lose control of your character right after the special 3. So if I, at this point, start blocking, as soon as the animation is over, I can't move. It's like I'm stunned. I'll either move forward or just stand there. Very, very annoying. But you see, I was wise to it this time after I got hit by it the first time. All right? So he did wreck me a little bit, but that was really because of that bug. It's all good. And thanks to the passive power gain, I am able to build up a special 1 very easily. I wanted to get some Furies, but they weren't coming. And trying to parry him sometimes wasn't working. I only got 1 Fury here. And I'm like, really? So you see here, I'm not going in. I'm trying to wait it out. He's very, very passive. The passive AI in this entire thing drove me nuts. Finally, he threw his special 1. I was able to evade it. And I still only got 1 Fury. And I'm like, seriously? And then he hits into my block, so he's doing damage. And there, I was able to evade it again. All right, here we go. I got 1% health left, so I just said, you know what? I'm just throwing this special 3. Because if I don't throw it now, I'm never going to get a chance to throw it. And boom, we took him out. Didn't have to use any revives on this particular boss. All right, so that's going to do it, guys. Hopefully this helps you out when you do your run. Click like, subscribe, leave a comment. Let me know what you thought about this video. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. And you guys have a blessed day.